Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'll begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, those that's dedicated and believing, laboring, serving for Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. Those that are ordained to make it on to the end for Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. To all the sincere brothers out there, to the elders on down, shalom, shalom. All right, today's topic I'd like to touch on: these curses help wake us up, right? These curses that we went through actually help to wake us up. And why am I saying that? Is because naturally Jake is a God-fearing people. And if they're not God-fearing, they believe in a higher power, right? Regardless, Jake believes in a God, if not the God of the Bible, because Jake is into Christianity. Even if Jake is into being a Muslim, that's still the God of Abraham. They just didn't believe that it was passed down to Isaac and Jacob because they believed that they skipped Isaac and went straight into Ishmael. But point being, these curses help wake us up. By what? By, if you were to read, you would understand that it was, you would understand that these was only done to the nation of Israel, right? You would understand that while we would work and we wouldn't reap the benefits of our labor is because of the curses. You see that how in the one of all things we had to go to another nation, how we would have to borrow, but we'll never be the lender, right? All these things was written for our learning, for us to understand who we are, man. So the curses actually help to wake us up to who we is, to understand that what we need to do. Because when you go to Deuteronomy 20, we might as well just hit that up, right? So like always, Lord willing, if this lesson is edifying and salakia, because all the answers is in the scriptures, we might as well hit it up. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, we just going to get straight to it, right? Just the book of Deuteronomy 28, I'm going to start from the top. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahawah thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahawah thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. We're not above any nation, man. Even though we're the most talented, we're the most, really the most talented and the most superior, and body wise, like we don't age as much, we get stronger, all that. We don't, but status wise, where it comes down to money and it comes down to owning anything, property, we don't have it together, man. Why is that? Because we're too busy hating each other more than accepting each other, because we really look at each other as an enemy, man. It's just messed up. So this is what fits us right here. That's why I said the curses help wake us up. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou will not hearken, right? If you will not listen unto the voice of Yahawah, your power, right? That's why it says thy God, your God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. What does it mean to overtake you? It means to corner you, meaning that you're not going to be able to escape these curses. So this right here, this list of curses will help us realize who we are once you see the things that you're going through and you refer it back to the Bible, because not everybody's going through these same things, man. Right? And I'm gonna bring out one of the curses that you just cannot ignore, that this only resonate with a certain group of people, right? This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her, and thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein, right? That's Ishkar or Jake, just Jake in general, in construction or whatever, in a union building, but we're not the ones that's living in it, right? Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not and shall not gather the grapes therein. You shall do all the laboring, but you're not the one that's going to reap it. But one of the heavy ones too is the first part of it. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Because the most whores and the most people that's doing all the cheating is really the Israelite woman, man. Right? You'll have a woman, you think she's old and faithful, but really somebody else is probably committing adultery. Somebody else is committing adultery with you. Towards you with your wife. Right? That's just That's just the facts, right? Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look, and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. And this happened not only in slavery, but nowadays when UPS comes to your door. You know, your kid might complain, tell the teacher that you beat him for not doing his homework. Next thing you know, they calling UPS on your ass. Not UPS, CPS. So like I said, UPS, CPS, CPS, Child Protection Service, whatever, and they could take your kids, and you ain't got no money. There's nothing you can do about it, man. Same thing how they did in slavery. They would separate you from your kids, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Period. Right? Let's bring out another curse, right? Verse 41 too, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Right? That's more curses. And verse 46 is really one of the points that I was saying these curses was able to help, because we were able to factor in that this only applied to one nation. The nation that consists of 12 tribes, 12 different people, right? Within that one nations, right? And let me go down to 64, right? Or is it 64? No, 65. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 verse 65. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, right? Neither shall the sole of your foot have rest. And Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. Disappoint, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. Who protests the most about unrighteous killing? Jake, man. Right? And really, I can't miss the part that he said that we shall have fatherless homes, right? Right? This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, what does that mean? The man that's most accepting to your brothers. We should accept each other. Right? His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. It ain't no more accepting. Instead of accepting, now it's rejecting. Right? His eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom. Right? He'll hate his wife. Not only will he hate his brother, he'll hate his wife, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. That's fatherless homes, man. Right? 56. And the tender and delicate woman among you, which shall not adventure to set her soul on the foot upon the ground of delicateness and tenderness. This is the point. Her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom. That's why I said the woman that's betrothed with you, shall lie with somebody else because of this. Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. Right? So that these are curses that we're living out. And even in Deuteronomy 68. So all these things, we all understand what Deuteronomy 68 goes into, right? Us going into slavery again in ships. But this is the point. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they the curses, because it's more than one, shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed, meaning this is generations, right? Forever. Period. So these curses help wake us up. These curses were really meant to wake us up. It was like a bread trail, a breadcrumb that we was following. Like, why is this happening, right? So it's a sign and a wonder. Why? Because you're gonna be wondering, why does this keep happening? How come I can't escape this? Why did it happen generations before me and I'm still living it out? Because you are Israelites, and you haven't been serving your God the proper way. Period. So everything that's going on is for you to really look back, man, and understand who you are and why this is happening to you. Right? This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8, verse 6. Is it 1 Kings 8 and 6? I got that wrong, so let me go back and look it up real quick, because I know that's not it right there. It could have been 2 Kings. Let me double check. It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 9, verse 8. Right? And at that house, this This is the book of First Kings 9:7. And I will cut off Israel out of the land which I had given them. And this house, whose house is the house of Israel, which I have hallowed for my name, I will cast out of my sight. And Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people. And at this house which is high, everyone that passeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss, and they shall say, why has Yahweh done thus unto this people, and to this house? This is the point. And they shall answer, because they forsake Yahweh their power, who brought forth their fathers out of the land of Egypt, and have taken hold upon other gods, and have worshipped them and served them. Therefore has Yahweh brought all them upon Sakit. Therefore has Yahweh brought upon them all this evil. Period. So all these nations, or even yourself, when you realize, why is this happening to me? Because you forsake the Heavenly Father, man. Right? So this is going to be a sign and a wonder. Why is, you scratching your head thinking, why is this happening to me and my folks, man? Because the Heavenly Father is judging you for your past life, for what's happening. But at the same time, he wants you to turn back and serve him. Right? He wants you to turn back and serve him. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 6. Right? You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. Right? You were delivered unto your enemies. How did what did you do to bring the Heavenly Father to wrath? Right? For you provoked him that made you, by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. Right? So the Most High is pissed. Everything he did was, he tried to give you everything. You couldn't find no iniquity on the Heavenly Father, right? He said, what iniquity has he found in me? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 5, verse 4. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Thus says Yahweh, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that ye are gone far from me, and walk after vanity, and are become vain. So what the hell happened to you, man? That you had to scoop this low. Now you out here serving other guys that has no power behind it. Now you're digging a bigger hole for yourself, man. You actually wrapped yourself in a chain and you jumped in the water, looking to drown, looking to die, man. Right? So these curses was really for you to look back and realize that this is an ongoing thing, because the Heavenly Father is dealing with us. Right? This is the book of Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Period. Right? So when you're going through all these things, and the same people, same group of races, right? The so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, and Native Americans going through all the same things. You got to look back and ask why. In Deuteronomy 28, and was that 46, when he said that it's going to be a sign and a wonder for your seed forever, man. Generations forever. So you look back and realize the Most High is dealing with us. Now it's time for us to go back and seek him. The scripture's talking about seek ye me and ye shall live, man. Seek ye me and ye shall live. The only reason you're going through the things that you're going through, because you're not serving them properly. You're doing, you going through every other channel but through the YAHAWASHI, man. You can't go through Jesus. Right? Again, everything that was set up was really for us to seek him out. This was going to put us in remembrance, right? Because, man, there's I should bring that out. This is the book of Jeremiah 17 and 4, because we're not going to remember who we are. So the only thing he left us is the things that we're going to be going through to show us who we are that way. This is the book of Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And the only reason I'm bringing this out, because I'm getting ready to bring out Baruch too. And you can't bring either one without bringing this out, because this is the event that happened. right? That we was gonna lose ourselves and then we was gonna gain ourselves. We gonna know who the hell we are, and it all revolves around what the scriptures. It all revolves around the Heavenly Father leaving us, evidence through biblical prophecy, man. Romans 15, where it says that all things were written for. I gotta bring that out, Salakia. It's the book of Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So everything that was written was for us to learn who the hell we are and what we need to do. Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even ourselves shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So point being, we are discontinued from our heritage. So we was, there's a point in time that we wasn't going to know that we're Israelites. Why think a part of the curses was taking away our kids? From stripping us from our kids and for beating us for not reading. It's like for beating us for reading and beating us for not speaking English, that took part of this being fulfilled. Right? And as life goes on and you see these curses overtaking you, meaning cornering you, wondering why this is happening. You go back into the scriptures. That's why it's written for our learning, for our comfort, and for our hope. So we could expect these things to happen if we don't comply, and we could expect certain things to happen if we cooperate with the Heavenly Father. Let's bring this out in the book of Baruch. This is the book of Baruch 2 and 29. 29, right? If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. This is the point, for I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. And we see that, right? But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. How do we remember ourselves? Because in the land where they will say that you are not my people, there shall it be said you're the sons of the living power, man. Right through the scriptures. So the scriptures, the seal was revealed to us, man. The seal was unlocked, and then the truth was revealed to us. So we know who we are. And it all has to do with prophecy, that we was gonna remember ourselves, and it really boils back down to the Bible, to the prophet teachers being sparked up. Right? Again, it said to our seed forever. So the things that was going to be happening to Israel, was set up even onto this day, so we could go back to the Bible and understand who is this happening to, why is this happening to them. And those are Israelites, God's chosen people. So why it's not being applied to everybody else? Because the Heavenly Father could care less about these people. We're the ones he's focusing on. So we need to focus on ourselves by returning to the Heavenly Father, man, like we're supposed to. Because even though all these things is happening onto us, man, the Heavenly Father is still going to be the same one to deliver us from all this hell. Right? It's the book of Baruch 4 and 18. For he that brought these plagues upon you, right? All these curses, right? This is the point. Will deliver you from the hands of your enemies, right? So as soon as you're ready to turn and serve the Heavenly Father, man, right? Turn back from this wickedness and serve the Heavenly Father wholeheartedly, he's willing to deliver you. But at this moment, bro, he put these curses upon you because you didn't listen. But at the time that you do listen, he's going to deliver you, man. The Heavenly Father is not unrighteous, man. He's not unrighteous to forget your works of labor of love. He knows when you mean something and when you don't. This is the book of Deuteronomy 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee. What things? Deuteronomy 28. Right? The blessings and the curse, which I have set before thee. And thou shalt call them to mind among all nations, because again, as we brought it up, which Yahweh thy power has driven thee, right? As we brought it up in Baruch, that where I was scattered them, and return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I have commanded thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then, at that time, right, that then Yahweh thy power would turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whether Yahweh thy power has scattered thee. So the whole goal is to serve the Heavenly Father, come back and return to the Heavenly Father, so he could take away our reproach. He could take away them things that we're going through. At this moment, even though we're doing our best to stay away from the world, right? We understand that not all the curses apply, but some of them still do apply. We're not having the best moments with our wives, or we're not You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman want to throw child support on you, whatever might turn out. We're still the last hired, first fired. Curse coming in, curse going out. But we understand that we're not subject to a lot of them things that the 2/3 is gonna be going to. You know, so again, the curses was really to help us, right? Help us to wake up, right? He chastened us until we got our shit together, man. It's the book of Jeremiah 2:19. I'm end off here. The point was made, right? Jeremiah 2:19. Thy own wickedness shall correct thee. Everything that you had done, once you keep getting beaten for the same shit, that should, is gonna correct itself. And thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken Yahweh thy power, and that my fear is not in thee, says Yahweh of hosts. But point being, your wickedness, everything that you're doing, after so many beating, because we all needed correction, we all fell short of the glory of the Most High. We all know that it should help you get better, man. You realizing your wrongs should push you to do better, man. Right? So again, the curses is really breadcrumbs, trails on the floor for us to seek Him, man. Right? I'm gonna bring that out. Was that the book of Amos? Seek ye me and ye shall live. Yep. This is the book of Amos 5:4, right? For thus says Yahawah unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. Hey, the Most High has been giving. Hey, He's been giving the game to you, man. Seek Yahawah ba'ashem Yahushua, and ye shall live. You could never go wrong, man. So I'm gonna end off here, Lord willing, if the lesson's edifying. I like to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.